So when did you guys find out about Mr. Duke, and what can you tell us about the arrest?
What I can say is just in the last few days, we have started conducting some interviews, and that led us to Ryan Duke.
And I know the family had a huge reward on whoever found the location of her body.
You're going to need to speak up.
The family had a huge reward for whoever found the location of her body. Will that reward be sent out? Or?
That may be a little early just yet to answer that question.
Had his name ever come up before in this investigation?
It had not. It had not. We interviewed hundreds and hundreds of people in this investigation, and again, we tried to keep our scope as close as we could with her friends and associates, but as tips came into our GBI tips line and also tips that came in through sheriff's departments and police departments across the state and really the nation, we would follow those leads as we got them. But again, this gentleman never came up on our radar screen.
What about his criminal history? Does he have one?
I can't speak to that right just yet.
Based upon the investigation, are you confident that Duke is your guy?
What I can say is we developed probable cause that allowed us to secure an arrest warrant for murder.
And JT, you said in the presser that one person who came forward led you to this, to Duke. Was it basically that one piece of information that led you to him, or did that result in more interviews?
It's like putting a puzzle together. We had one piece that came in, that led us to 2 or 3 more interviews. Those interviews led us to multiple more interviews, and that's why I had to enlist the rest of my office into conducting and running down those leads.
Did you take Mr. Duke anywhere kind of looking for remains or anything? Has he been out in the field?
That's a great question, but I'm not allowed to answer that.
Do you believe that more people may be arrested pretty soon in the coming days?
Yeah, what I don't want to do is start guessing at what I think our future investigative acts will lead to. So again, there are a number of more interviews that we have to conduct. We might have another search warrant or 2 that we'll be doing or executing, and then again, more investigative acts as they develop.
JT, how important was the community in this?
I can tell you the community, but also the media here, and that's why I said that in my press release. I wanted to thank y'all because again, you guys kept this story out there, and I think that kept it on people's minds, and I think that was a pivotal point that encouraged that person to come forward.
Was there any particular thing that this person said that made you think this might be more credible than other tips?
Again, I can't really go into statements that the witnesses told us. All I can say is that that information led us to more individuals, which led us to more individuals, and led us to Duke.
Are you confident that remains will be found at some point, or do you think they won't?
Again, I'm not at liberty to speak about that yet.
So was there foul play? Because as we was told before in the past, that the home, it looked undisturbed and everything looked in place.
Yeah, again, what I mentioned earlier about missing person cases, usually there's very little evidence. People just disappear. And that's what probably happened in this case. Again, we will probably may not know that answer and many other ones as we get into this case. We have the individual that's responsible for this, but we don't have motive and any of that. All those answers would have to come from him.
So she was teaching at the time that he was a student there.
That's our information, was that he was a student and had graduated 3 years before this incident.
Did you have any DNA evidence?
Again, I'm not allowed or at liberty to speak about evidence at this time. Okay? Thank y'all.